Right, today we're going to rank the studio albums of the great Led Zeppelin. They released 9 studio albums, including one album which was a collection of outtakes. So we're going to rank from my least favourite through to my favourite. I don't think there's any bad Led Zeppelin album. I'd like to hear what you think is your favourite, so put that in the comments and like and subscribe to the channel and watch out for lots of things that are coming up soon. So we're going to start off number 9 with Coda, which is the album that Jimmy put together after the tragic death of John Bonham. This is a collection of outtakes and live material. There's some good stuff on here. I think Wearing and Tearing, for instance, would have been better on In Through the Outdoor than some of the tracks that was selected for that album. But it's not really an album for a casual fan, it's more a collector's thing. And that is my number 9. At 8, I'm going for In Through the Outdoor. This was the final album released in 1979. Great album. In the Evening is superb. Caruso Alhambra, I think I really like that track, although it's difficult to hear Roberts singing on that. The production on this album's maybe not on a par with some of the other stuff, but it's a good album. It's got a great cover once you get the brown wrapper off the barroom scene. That is my number 8, In Through the Outdoor. Number 7, Led Zeppelin 3. Beautiful artwork on this album. It's more an acoustic album for them. And yeah, it's got some classic material like Immigrant Song, Friends, Celebration Day. But it's not something I listen to, it's not the album I listen to very often actually. But I'll go that one as my number 7. Number 6, the debut album. What a way to start. Iconic cover, Good Times, Bad Times. It's a great introduction to the band. John Bonham's drumming's legendary on that track. It's a great album. It sounds slightly dated for me nowadays, but it's got a lot of classic trust stuff on it, like Dazed and Confused and How Many More Times. Look how young the band are. Robert's very young on that album. So that is my number 6. At 5, I'm going for Presence. This is an album that was released in 1976. The Hypnosis cover with the Object, which I love. This is a bit of an unusual album, really. It's a great album. I'm very fond of this album. Jimmy's on top form on this album, as is John Bonham. John Paul Jones is a little bit absent on this album. There's very little keyboards, well, no keyboards on this album, as far as I know. But Achilles' Last Stand is brilliant. For Your Life's great. And I do like T for One, the final bluesy track. Jimmy's solo on that is great, and I know Jimmy loves it as well. So that is my number 5. Number 4, 1973's Houses of the Holy, another great album cover. I love this album. It's a very adventurous album, actually. Again, Jimmy's arranging and his guitar playing just off the charts at times. The song remains the same as on this album, as is No Quarter, Dancing Days, and the reggae Maker and The Ocean. But great album, but for me it's at number 4. Number 3, Led Zeppelin 2. This was the album that really catapulted them into stardom, I think. A Whole Lot of Love kicks things off. Amazing album. Would be most bands' best album ever, but for Led Zeppelin I think there's a couple better than this one even. But Led Zeppelin 2 is my number 3. Number 2, this was where it gets difficult. I'm going to go for Physical Graffiti, which although it was released in 75, some of this material goes back to 1970 actually. Some stuff that was recorded and left off Led Zeppelin 3. But it's amazing artwork, amazing cover, unbelievable double album. Really not a bad track on this album, which is rare for a double album. But for me, it's not quite number 1. I think a lot of people will say this is the number 1. But for me, it's number 2. Number 1, I haven't got it on vinyl at the moment, but I have to go with Led Zeppelin 4, or the Untitled album, purely because I just think it's just almost perfect rock album. This is the album with Stairway to Heaven on, and Black Dog, etc., rock and roll. I just think it's just perfect. Physical Graffiti, it was a very hard choice between this and Physical Graffiti, but I think the fact that this is a single album works for it. And so that is my number one. That is my favourite Led Zeppelin album. But what's your favourite album? Where do you rank the albums? Please put it in the comments and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.